All right, good afternoon to everyone. Today we want to look at gable roof. And what is a gable roof? A gable roof is a roof that has two sloping sides, right? It's still sloping at two sides, and I want to demonstrate to you how we're going to construct this gable roof using this layout of a floor plan. So I will first by establishing the center of the gable roof. So I work on the center of the gable roof, center of the building. So I draw across my ridge. This is my ridge. I'm going to erase this line here. So my roof is going to slope on this side here, and it's going to slope on this side, come down. All right, two slopes. I'm going to extend my wall to create my eave. My eave is 150 millimeters out from my wall. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll also extend 150 outside and 150 on this side. All right. I'm going to extend this to my 150 marker, and I'm going to trim out my excess here. Right, so I'm going to double my rafter, which is my ridge. I'm going to double this ridge, which is 30 millimeters and 30 millimeters on each side. Offset 30 up and 30 below. I'll then get my center line, center of my fascia board. This is my center, this is my midpoint here. I draw my line right up to the other end of my fascia board. This is the center. I will then double this. So offset 30, enter. 30 on my left, 30 to my right. Now rafters are spaced 600 millimeters apart. 300 is 1 foot. Then 2 feet is going to be 600 millimeters. So you're going to be spacing 600 plus the thickness of the rafter, which is 60. So I'm going to offset 660 millimeters, enter. So I offset all three lines. All right. And the spacing between here should give me 600. I'm going to go into utilities. I'm going to click measure. I'm going to click quick. And I'm going to get my distance between each rafter here, which is 600 millimeter between each rafter. Right. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to trim up this here. I'm going to trim up this here. I'm going to trim up to create my rafters. I'm going to leave my center line. Now I'm going to convert all of this. So I'm going to click rafters here. I'm going to click rafters. Rafters. I'm going to transfer these into my rafter lines. Match properties. I click on my rafter line, layer line, and I'm going to convert all of these into rafters. Also, I'm going to convert these lines into center lines one time. Center lines. the center line. I have my center line here. This is my center line here. I want to convert match properties. Click my center line. I want to convert this into my center line. Right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy these lines here, these lines here, these rafters. I'm going to select it from the inside. And I'm going to paste it back on the inside here. So it's evenly spaced until I get to the total length of my building. Now the last two here, I'm going to place them along my fascia board. This is at the end here. So I'm going to copy these rafters. I'm going to place them at the end of my ridge right here. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now what I'm going to do now, I have half of my roof. So what I can simply do, all right, to speed up my roof, I'm going to just mirror my next half of my roof to my left, right? So I'm going to click mirror, left click on mirror, left click on all of my rafters, all of my rafters. I left click and select all my rafters. And I'm going to select from the middle here. I'm going to come straight down. And I click enter. Alright, and this is going to give me my next set of rafters. That's going to mirror to my left side. On the match properties, my ridge. And I'm going to change my walls below to that of a hidden detail line. I'm not supposed to see my walls below. Because if I'm on top of the roof and I'm looking downwards, the walls below, they're going to be hidden. So I'm going to put them in a hidden detail line. So I'm going to click match properties. I click my hidden detail line here. And I'm going to hide all of my walls. The two lines that represents my wall thickness, which is 150 millimeters. I'm going to change that into hidden detail lines. I think I've covered it all. And then this is going to be my fascia here, my fascia line. This one. I'm going to change my fascia by one line into fascia as to end with my rafter attached to that part of the roof member. And I'm going to change this into fascia board to the end here. And I'm going to extend it right out to the end. I'm going to extend it right out to the further end. Extend, extend. You can see this gives me my gable roof with my center lines, with my rafters sloping on both sides of my roof. This is my ridge, which all the other common rafters are attached to my ridge. So it's a gable roof, and I want to thank you for liking and subscribing. And I hope this was form of enlightenment on how to do a gable roof construction using AutoCAD commands. Thank you once again.